Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Rams. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 27, Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now it's gone. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction, then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, L.A. From the 50, it's gone. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Your track. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Let go, defense.
A shotgun snap for Goff. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, L.A. D.D. Westbrook, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, Haywood! Go!
Go get him! Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Bring it!
Hey, Delta!
Operating from the gun, Lacy. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Ready, set.
57.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
Come on, QB, come on.
Hey, dude. Speed trip.
On first down, Lacy. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
60 out now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
18 Gator. Yeah.
Switch.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Checking, he's checking. Crash. Watch out.
Get it.
From the gun, Lacy. Complete to Washington. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 21. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Switch on the travel.
Check 9.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Lacy, and he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. The beaut, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Darrell Henderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. These two teams all tied after one.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Hey, Wahoo! Under 10, under 10, 10. Shoot.
To throw on second down, Lacy. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
On first down, it's Grant, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Escaping, and a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Hey, Mike 7.
You ain't going nowhere. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Third and long. It's gone. This is caught. Touchdown, LA! D.D. Westbrook. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams have taken the lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go. Hey, orbit. Check hot route. Hot. Under crunch. Hit it.
To throw again. Lacy. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
On first and 10, Lacy. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Looking to throw. Lacy. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second and 4. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They come out here in the eye. They'll run here with Henderson. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second and 3. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Bravo!
On second and 9. Goff. Oh, good move. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lucas. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Rams on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. We'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
76. 50, Mike 50.
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Goff on third down. Open man here is Cole. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. Gone. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Goff on first down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. This is caught inside the 15.
That's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Man, I got you. 25, check 25, check 25.
Throwing on first down. Lacy. There's a catch made by Johnson. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Back to throw. Lacy. And his guys have got it back at the... Nicole Hardman, the intended target. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Value three.
The final shot before break here. Gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it in. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Darrell Henderson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they are now just making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd and 9, Goff, but he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he comes back with one complete. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Goff now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To the air again. Gone. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Looking long for Westbrook. And that is caught one-handed. Play that time for the Rams. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's got a convoy and he might be gone. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Corey Grant with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Elliott Good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hurry! Five!
Throwing again. Lacey. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
2nd and 11. They'll let this go for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. Baldwin. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Hey, Haywood!
Looking to throw. Lacey, he's going to launch it for Washington. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Throwing on 3rd and long. Lacey. And is going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to and he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
5 yards on the carry. A good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Hardman. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Henderson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Operating from the gun, Lacy. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will get them one closer. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Watch the pass.
They will run with Grant.
Slant.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the gun on third down. Gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
Goff now looks to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Rams on third down. They've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Throwing again is Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Lacy. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, exit.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Shit.
Back to throw. Lacy. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Lacy. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26. On first down, Lacy. Looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Pulled in at the 24. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Lacy hit. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lacy flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 4th and short. They had the ball right at the midfield stripe. Was curious what they were going to do. Turns out going for it, the good play.
Reminded me of a conversation we had yesterday before this game where you said, you know, it's interesting about the NFL nowadays. Oftentimes in short yardage situations, they throw the ball in the old.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. He got it in the end zone. So instead of trying to get 1 point closer, they roll the dice on the fake and come up with 2. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. They go back to Grant. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
180! Line's 50, line's 50! And watch your leg!
Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one.
Today's final score, Rams 41, Steelers 36.